Hey, Scott? Scott?
Bob, you there?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Good. Because we were having a tough time there with the internet before.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you for a bit, but yeah.
All right.
Where's Strunk?
I don't know where Strunk is, but Kurt said he's going to be here, and that would be our fourth. That's why
Michael said he was going to Zoom.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
if they emailed me back today, I didn't check it at all, so.
Do you know if Kurt passed the law boards?
I think he did pass, because I think he is working for a firm in Bethlehem, if I remember right.
Okay, I think they just found out on the, like today or yesterday, so.
Oh, he might have gotten the job first. Oh, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
If he shows up loaded, then we'll know.
May not be able to find a place to get a drink.
Yeah, right. He can't even go to a bar and have a celebratory.
Well, till Saturday night, right?
Something like that.
Scott, you should be okay.
Sounds like it's good.
When you're done, just and
Hit end and I'll get us out of it.
jump on that.
Okay. Thanks, Jake.
Just let me know if there's anything else. Have a fun reading. Hopefully it's riveting.
Yeah, it is riveting.
Yeah.
All right. We got anybody else up here?
Michael's,
Michael's starting to sign in. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3. That's good. That's 4. Then we can get started. Are you Phil Natosi?
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, you thank you. Okay.
Is Michael in? Michael, you in? Can you hear me? Good. All right. All right, everybody. Let's call this show to order. Pledge of allegiance, please. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good evening, everybody. It's December 10, and this is our regular December Planning Commission meeting. We have a few things on the agenda here. We have 2 sets of minutes, November 12th and December 2nd. The November 12th was our regular. December 2nd was our...
That was the meeting last week.
Oh, I don't see that on here.
And I did not get a chance
Okay.
to prepare those minutes.
Then we'll just take that right off.
Just be tabled or...
Watch me take that right off the agenda. Look at that. Okay. There you go. Well, these actually, Ron, these are terrific as usual. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm a little anal with them, I have to admit.
Well, we've used them several times, 6 months or a year later, so I'll take it. I make a motion that we approve the minutes of the November 12, 2020 regular meeting.
A second.
Seconded by Doug. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. All right. Plans to act upon. We have Minovsky and we have SR squared. Which one's which here? Minovsky, let's start with that one.
Mr. Chair, we received a letter.
Yeah, what is this? I have it. We have it. Yeah, we have it. We have a letter here from the surveyor, Brian Courtwright, dated for 3 days from now, 2 days from now. We have reviewed the comment letter from John Tressler.
I don't even know that.
dated December 7, 2020, and we have not had time to revise the plan. The comments are minor in nature, will be addressed the next day or so. On behalf of my client, I'm asking that the plan be recommended for approval with the condition the outstanding comments be addressed prior to the meeting of the Board of Supervisors. If the Commission feels there will be a problem meeting that condition, please table the plan until the next meeting. We're not running afoul of any timelines, are we?
Who's the client?
This is Menofsky. Menofsky.
The time to act on this plan would be January 17.
Oh, so we're good.
You would make your planning commission in January.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when the supervisors would meet, but they meet once a week. And they've been meeting pretty much weekly, so. But in any event.
Oh, let's take a look.
I don't know if John had an issue with this or not. I'd like to see what John has to say, because I'll do whatever.
Go ahead.
Whatever the chair and the, commission want me to do.
Ours would be on the 14th, Thursday the 14th. All right.
So then without an extension, it only gives the supervisors 3 days to act. Unless they give us more time? Yeah, unless they would give you more time.
All right. What are your comments here, John?
Well, we originally had a comment letter that had 15 comments
Right.
in it, and at the last meeting, you felt that that was too many to act. So we got a revised plan submitted. I issued a new letter on the 7th, and there are still some outstanding comments. I would say, I haven't counted it, but I would say 2/3 of the comments have been addressed. The remaining comments are really just adding notes to the plan. I don't think anything is going to change. I found a discrepancy on a boundary line of 0.02 of a foot, which is 1/4 of an inch, which should be resolved, but it's no big deal. A lot of the other comments, like I said, are easy to address. So if you're satisfied that it's just cleanup work, which I am, you could probably move this on.
It looks like 1, 2, and 4 in your letter.
Let's see, we can go through it and identify.
No, I just want to make sure which ones, because it looks like
Yeah, one
that are
one
open.
needs a note, 2 needs a note, 3 is satisfied, 4 needs a note. Then we go on to 5.
I just want to do it all as one. Actually, we'll do it in 2 parts.
That's number, what did I say on 5? Yeah, that's just submit electronic copies once they're done. 6 is where that discrepancy is, that's easy. 7 and 8, comments are satisfied. 9, you guys recommended waiver last meeting.
We did.
10 is comments satisfied, 11 is
Like
satisfied. 12 is a note. 13, they still have to show 2 iron pins, which he has missed for some reasons, as well as monuments. 14 is satisfied. 15, I needed 1 simple dimension. And 16, like his letter, he seems to have a bad revision date on his plan.
All right. These actually look pretty much like, you're right, like they are cleanup items. These don't look particularly substantive.
No, they aren't.
You can give me a minute, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
I want to just review these outstanding conditions that we normally have an applicant sign, and I can send it to the engineer or the planning professional later. But John,
Go ahead.
have here planning module.
Don't need it.
Certification from Smithfield Sewer or other authority about hookup.
Not applicable.
Written certification from Broadhead Creek or other authority rate hookup.
Not applicable.
Monroe County Planning Commission review.
I believe we have one. I don't know if I have it in my file.
I don't know either, but okay.
Let's see. Here I have one, yes.
Okay, because that would be important, because this commission, wouldn't generally never recommends conditional approval if you don't have the Monroe County plan. Okay, so that's in.
Yes.
Do we need Monroe County Conservation District review or approval?
No.
Any soil erosion or sedimentation plans?
No.
Any other stormwater management plans?
No.
PennDOT highway permit or township driveway permit?
Not at this time. They're only proposing a subdivision. A lot of what you're asking there would happen at the time they go for a building permit.
Okay. Any other permits that you can see other than, building, zoning, et cetera?
No.
And we have compliance with conditions set forth in your letter of December 7, which we would obviously put in. Do we have any deed of dedication for streets?
No.
Any unification or merger deed?
No.
Any grant of easement for right-of-ways?
No.
Any improvements agreement?
Not really. We gotta get those pins set, but, I'm pretty sure they'll do it before recording a plan.
Yeah, if we put that, he has to comply with your letter, then
that's
take care of that. Or any maintenance agreement, et cetera?
No.
Park recreation open space fees?
No.
Monuments, pins, and markers to be set, we just talked about that. Saldo waivers to be granted, noted on the plan. All right, plan to be signed, plan to be notarized. So it's pretty clean, Mr. Chair, except for, again, compliance with township engineer review letter and making sure that the township supervisors grant the saldo waiver about, I think it was a title report, and of course, plan to be signed, notarized, et cetera. So if the commission is of a mind to recommend grant of...
Do you want to do the waiver separately or no, Ron?
Well, you've already done the waiver.
We formally did that last week, last time, okay, got it. All right, then I'll make a motion that the, Manovsky, preliminary final minor subdivision plan, be, approved, subject to the December 7, 2020, letter with conditions of Boucher and James, Inc., Consulting Engineers.
Second.
Michael, I think? Any other discussion? Any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, unanimously approved. Okay. And that's Brian Courtright. Next is SR Squared LLC, minor subdivision and lot consolidation plan. We have with us this evening Frank Smith. Frank, how are you? Table? To January? Allow us to make all the adjustments? Let me see what you know what, I just did that. To the 14th. 2021.
And with the filing of the revised plan as of, I think, the 7th?
That changes the dates?
Yeah, we're now kicked out to March 7 of 2021.
All right, so we're good. Okay.
And John hasn't reviewed it, he just gave it, so.
No, I just gave it.
He has to review it anyway.
All right. All right. Thanks. So I'll make the motion then that the, minor subdivision and lot consolidation plan of SR Squared LLC at the request of the applicant, be tabled to January 14, 2021, our next regularly scheduled planning commission meeting. Seconded by Doug. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye? Okay.
Aye.
Merry Christmas, Frank. Last but not least, the 1836 Saloon, Inc., Phyllis Matosi, conditional use application, building in the floodplain. Please, come on forward. Go by. All right. So what do we have here?
Who do we have here?
Who do we have here?
Phil Matosi Jr. My father is the gentleman that you guys may have seen here.
Okay.
As of today, as of recently, I am full ownership of the pub, the property, and the liquor license.
Okay.
my father has moved everything out of his name and into my name for some of the reasons, but more financial than anything.
Okay. All right. So what are you asking us here? What you gave us? I mean, we have to have this hearing on a conditional use because you gave us this plan, and tell us what you're proposing to do.
Well, but we want to go back a little bit and give you a full, overview of what the statement was. It was back in March or April, when the pandemic hit and it closed our indoor dining. We thought quickly, when I say we have no outside dining with any coverage, so we thought quickly that we would just extend our deck, our porch from the front, bring it around to the side and build a 12-foot roof over it so we could have somewhere to serve food and drink.
And not bake in the sun.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
And if it rained out, we didn't have to run for the umbrellas. So, obviously, at the time, we had drawings drawn up, and when I say we tried to make an appointment with Ken, a couple voicemails, you guys weren't open at the time, or at least I didn't know you were open, and Kenny came by while we decided to get going, because we were in such a pinch to get business. We kind of overstepped a couple of, the code, I guess, and Kenny, I guess, came by, somebody must have called on us or whatnot. Kenny called me when I was in Florida, and they asked me what we were doing, and he said I need to, bring all the paperwork, and I had everything. I had my manager bring it to him on Monday morning, and that's when the whole zoning, when you guys came into it, that we had to fill out a form.
For the conditional use?
And pay $1,500 to speak with you guys, I guess. So, we are in the middle of, have a roof that is framed out and not covered, and my wood is getting weathered for the last 7 months. Kenny came back, we had to fill that out. They came back to me and told me I needed, some drawings, and that's when I called, KCE up to have them help us.
That's this one?
Yeah. I figured they would know what you guys needed, and that's when I brought them into the picture. They came by, did some things, and explained to them what we were doing. I mean, when they came, it was obvious what we were trying to do. And then they asked me to make copies, I believe, and mail them out to certain people. We did that. You guys sent me my check back, and then I sent you guys another check, and I'm here.
Well, because at that time it wasn't ready.
Correct.
And we didn't want to just take your money, so we.
Yeah, the application was.
No, the application wasn't complete, so.
Again, I was kind of going on, not knowing the proper procedures of all this stuff.
So what part are you going to be serving food with? Where is this on this?
Porch area. I think it's that gray area.
What says existing, and then says walking?
It's existing and it comes around to the side. So it's in the front of the building, and that's the existing, and then it comes around to the side of the building towards.
Oh, okay.
Because as I'm looking here where it says building enlarged, this is business 209. Yeah, sure. This is business 209. This is your existing porch. This is the saloon porch, no matter what, right? This is your normal porch, your existing. Right? The gas station's here.
Yes, John's over here.
Yeah.
So this is existing, this is staircase.
Yeah.
This is it.
That's the new part.
Correct, with the roof on it. Everything over here, this area here is all open.
Okay.
There's nothing there.
So you're proposing fencing? Is that it?
That's actually when we went to eat outside, we put up like plastic fencing, just like temporary stuff.
Okay.
And I guess this is where the creek is.
Yeah.
And there has to be a wall here because the propane tank's there or something.
Okay. So you're asking, so really your conditional use is to ask to add seating onto this?
Correct.
Just that part?
Correct.
You should know, Mr. Chair, that the conditional use is because the property's in a floodplain,
Yeah, it's in the floodplain.
not necessarily
Which is what I was.
If it would be a regular porch add-on, I don't think we'd even be.
No, it'd be a building permit, that'd be the end of it. So my question,
With that-
hang on one second. So my question to you, Ron, is then what do we actually have to do here?
I don't know, and again, it's not meant to be cute or to give Mr. Posey a hard time, but I don't know if there's enough here to tell us if this new porch is above the floodplain. If it's above the floodplain, I don't know if we need to do anything else, unless John thinks there's something else that should be added.
Well, so it's at the
Or
same
that
height.
should be reviewed, if you know.
To be honest with you, it's at the same height as the rest of the building.
But I don't know if the other building was above the floodplain.
Floodplain or
you know.
not, that's what we don't know. There's no elevation saying that, I mean,
Okay, intervene a second.
Hang on one second here.
Sure.
Let John finish. What is it,
no,
John?
that's basically it. I mean, they're showing, it appears like they're showing, it's not clearly labeled.
Well, let's say it is in the floodplain. What difference does that make? The building is there already.
Grade with the street.
I hear what everyone's saying.
Okay. Just asking, John. All right.
The public here, and also someone who has one vote on whatever will happen with it. My feeling is, first, existing building.
Right.
If it's something attached to the existing building, I think we should, let's say, very lenient view of what constitutes a floodplain and what we have to do. I also feel that at this time, the merchants are trying their best to just stay in business. Putting up something like this and putting it up in the spring, even without permission, we have to take into consideration that it's something that, it was just an unforeseeable circumstance of people trying to make a living. All I have to say.
Are you trying to steal all of my thunder? Because I'm going to be perfectly blunt. I don't care if he builds his porch there or not. I think all of these restaurateurs have taken a ferocious beating. You probably heard my comments before we started the meet. I'm an attorney, and I have restaurant clients, and it's terrible. I don't see a single problem here. I would recommend approval of this with no conditions whatsoever. To be perfectly blunt, I think the only thing I could maybe say is I would normally have said it would have to be something that is permanent and impervious, but you already have proposed a concrete porch. I don't think there's anything here that, God forbid, there was another Hurricane Isaac, which I still don't think went in that building, if I remember correctly, 15 years ago or 16 years ago. I don't think it went that high. But even so, I could say don't build it out of wood, build it out of concrete. You already built it out of concrete.
It is a floodplain, it's not a floodway.
It's not a floodway, so it's not a torrent way. I have no conditions to recommend. And Doug, do you have something to say?
Well, I was gonna say, Ron, do we just waive conditions at this meeting? I mean, just say.
You don't waive conditions, you just say there's no conditions to be added. The plan as presented is
Well, it
sufficient.
doesn't even need a conditional use.
Well,
So
it
moved.
probably, which means we come through.
Probably, but
That's the
they're
question.
making a recommendation, well, at least.
I say I say this then. And Michael and Robert, do you have anything to add on this?
No, I was just
No.
gonna say I moved what
Yeah,
Ron just
no,
said.
I agree with you, Scott.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do this then. I'm gonna make the motion that this plan with this add-on, be approved by the commission, by the supervisors without additional conditions.
Second. Michael,
All in favor?
aye.
All in favor? Or any discussion, excuse me. Any other discussion? No? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Good luck.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm good.
Hang on one second. Where does this have to go? Supervisors, next meeting.
Supervisors, and you should know, Mr. Nassau, what I'm gonna do is I'll probably do a letter to Keystone Consulting.
Okay.
And just say if they could tell us the elevations before the hearing of the supervisor.
When will the hearing be?
Whenever you wanna set it up,
When
and
you-
get advertised, once a week, twice a week, for one,
Facilitate this delegate the roof on.
That's the key, to getting their wood covered.
Or when are you doing it next?
Well, let's assume that the supervisors are going to grant approval of this project. And let's assume that before the supervisors grant approval, he is continuing to work. do you believe that there would be any enforcement action taken against him during that time?
Not that I would, vote for.
Now, I'm not saying you should use it as a precedent, like anyone can just build and then not worry about it, but,
I think
But
there's,
winter is coming, I understand.
I think there's a good argument for saying it,
I think he's now gone through the process of getting the necessary requirements. So I
Yeah, I don't wanna make it any harder.
At this point.
No, I don't wanna do that at all.
depending upon Mr. Logan, how when the board wants to meet, you tell me, I advertise, you know, we can get it done this month yet, but in the meantime, if you've got to do something, you know?
we have a meeting, what do we have to have, 7 days?
No, it's gotta be once a week for 2 weeks, so. Now,
The roof's definitely above the floodplain.
The roof is above the floodplain. Okay, even a lawyer could figure that out, let me tell you right now. Yeah, just, go do your thing.
Okay.
All right,
I just wanted, the, KTE, right? I just making sure, we're looking at the same piece.
Yeah, Keystone.
I know my caller had given some stuff, and I want to make sure.
Keystone Consulting.
Keystone, correct.
Yeah.
Keystone Consulting Engineers, yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Email. Yep, okay.
Great. Thank you, guys. Have a good holiday. Thank you.
You're
Say a little
welcome.
Fort Lauderdale for me.
All right. Yeah, all right. That is the last item on our agenda. Do we have anything else on this agenda? Hidden or otherwise?
Just check on this.
I'll just give it to you.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Hearing nothing, I say we adjourn. All in
Mike-
favor?
Yeah, Michael made the motion.
Did you make the motion already, Mike?
I
Thank
did.
you. All right,
Second.
Doug seconds it. We're all in favor.
Aye.
All right, great.
All right.
We'll see each other. Have a Merry Christmas all.
Merry-
Thanks.
Yep.
Quick
Thank
question.
you, you
for-
too.
Now the meeting's adjourned. Robert, are you in the room there?
No, he's online.
Rob?
Robert
No,
Moses?
not
No, Lovenheim.
Lovenheim.
Oh, yeah, he's over here.
I have a document I need you to sign for related to PennDOT. Is there a time that makes sense for that you're around?
What was that, I didn't hear?
Michael needs something for you to sign for PennDOT for something. Is there a time when you're around?
I'm around any day. I can always
Yeah.
come in.
If I swing by tomorrow, are you at the township or where do I find you?
Yeah, we can do it.
All right, I'll swing by tomorrow.
What is it, Michael? What do you need for PennDOT?
It's we're gonna get a sign on Route 80, like the Todd's sign. It needs it's directional signing from the state, and I require a signature saying that those are allowed in our township, which of course they are because they're all over the place.
Anytime you need it, and I assume Jacob will be in, we could both sign it.
All right, I think I only need one of you, but okay,
right.
I'll come in tomorrow.
Want me to
Thank
just
you.
come down and sign it? I can do that too.
Yeah, you can come down.
All right, just let me know when, send me a text or something, or email, and I'll come down and sign it.
Sounds good. We're gonna be closed to all indoor dining moving forward, starting Saturday anyway. So,
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I know it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm still doing.
The cozy thing, Mr. Logan,
Unbelievable. Michael, I feel for you guys. Jesus.
December 28th is the deadline to have the hearing. So
Fucking horrible.
if you wanna tell
That's all you could say.
Lois or Julie to
It's
give it
terrible.
to me, I'll
I'm
advertise.
out. Bye, guys.
See you guys.
So.